Today, a 32-year-old woman admits she spent her youth choosing bad boys. Kevin Samuels breaks down why her past choices are now shaping her dating future.
I actually just called in, so I
What
didn't
am I
hear
wrong
the
about?
beginning. I actually didn't hear the beginning of the show at all.
What part did you hear?
I just joined in right now and decided to call.
So what made you start watching my show?
Um, I'm interested in what you have to say and your honesty.
Okay. Honesty in regards to relationships or human interaction, what?
Yes, everything, all of the above. I really
oh,
appreciate honesty in general.
how old are you?
I'm gonna be 32 in September.
Really? You sound pretty young. Are you
I
married? Are you married?
No.
You looking to get married?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
I hope so.
All right, let's talk about it. What
Yes,
part of the
thank
country are you
you.
in?
I'm in Southern California.
Southern California. That doesn't surprise me. Okay, you've been watching my show. Did you go to college?
Yes, I did.
Where'd you go to school for?
I'm an optometrist.
Optometrist. Do you own your own business?
I do not. I work.
Sally's Opticians is where I get my eyeglasses. I'm
Oh,
I'm serious. I'm holding glasses now.
oh,
Seriously.
perfect. I
Sally's
thought I was the only
Opticians.
Sally in optical.
Well, no, there are a lot of them. And so you're an optometrist. I always ask this question: height, weight, and dress size.
Yeah, I'm pretty petite. I'm about 5'2".
Uh huh.
Dress size is 2,
Okay.
and I'm about 115 pounds.
All right. You're black.
No, I'm Hispanic background.
Okay. And what kind of husband are you looking for? Do you want to have children?
Yes.
How many?
2 or 3.
Two or three. And here's the part that you got to be really honest with me about. Okay.
Okay.
Once you get married, and as soon as when you find out you're pregnant, do you want to have to work to pay significant bills?
No.
All right. Thank you for being honest. All right. So if you want to
Yes.
have two kids, I'm assuming you want to live the typical middle class life. Have a nice car. Do you want to homeschool, put kids through college? I mean, it takes quite a bit of money to fund that
Yes.
kind of lifestyle. So if a guy, and so say Southern California, talking about
Yeah.
$700,000 a year, which is not uncommon. What do you bring to the table to get a man on that to make that kind of income?
Um, I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Hmm.
I'm not sure how to market myself, I guess, in that area.
Okay.
I never really, I
Were you
guess,
raised by mom and
really,
dad?
yes.
And how long were they married?
They're still together.
Hmm.
So it's about 30 years.
Okay. And you're 32.
Yes.
Have you ever been proposed to?
No, I
Oh,
haven't.
okay.
Yeah. I'm
If
starting to
you
get
if you
nervous.
had to if you had to rank yourself on the scale of 1 to 10, and there's no seven,
Okay.
what would you rank yourself?
Um, I would say I'm pretty, like, just slightly above average, like
Okay.
between a 6 and 7.
Between the
7 on
six.
a good day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in Southern California. All right. So, what was the last relationship you had?
Um, it was about 2 years ago.
2 years. And
Um,
how long was it?
yeah.
How long was
Also
it?
about 2 years.
Okay. And
Yeah.
if I were to ask him, why didn't he out? Did he ask? He never asked you to marry. You're not been proposed to. If I were to ask him why the relationship ended, what would he tell me?
He'd probably say because I moved for work.
Okay. But I
Yeah.
gotta ask, why be in a relationship for 2 years?
Yeah. That was my mistake. I wish I would have been taking dating a little more seriously at
All
that
right.
time.
Well, what did your dad have to say about it?
My dad,
Mm-hmm.
he's not too happy about the whole situation in terms of he's tried to give me advice to be more selective and wise, and
Okay.
I
So
need to
if,
hear
if
him out a little bit more.
so if I ask Dad, I say, "Hey, Dad, Mr. Sally, what's going on with daughter? Why is this seemingly nice sounding, pleasant woman not married by 32? What do you think he'd tell me?"
he'd probably say I probably didn't pick the best guys to date this
Well,
whole
what kind of
time.
guys did you pick?
I think I was aiming myself to have distractions from like work and school. So
So
I
that's
think I
code name
went for,
Bad Boy.
yes.
Yeah, code name Bad Boy. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
yes.
okay. Yeah, code name Bad. Yeah. So you sound like the Pollyanna Hispanic. Hi, Southern California. Then you totally went with the biker tattoo Harley, coke snorting. Yeah, that guy.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. So now ask yourself a question. You're a smart woman, right?
I would believe
To be an
so.
optometrist, you can't be a dummy.
No.
What would a guy who's making the kind of money you would want your husband to make want
Right.
with a wife who was dating guys like that?
Yeah.
That's going to be a question you're going to have to answer
Okay.
because these guys aren't dummies. I mean, you don't have to be a model fine. I mean, but these guys are going to
Yeah.
ask because here's the thing. If you're an attractive woman over 30 and you sound feminine, but the guys are going to say, what's wrong? And
Yes.
and have you gone to any actual any actual counseling?
No,
Well,
I have not.
that would be a good place to start to understand why. Because I'm assuming your dad wasn't a bad boy like the bad boys you like to date.
Not at all.
Okay, so if you had a good role model to understand why you self-sabotage would be a good place to start from.
Okay.
That's what I would recommend because if you're serious, I mean, you have a short window of 35 with
Right.
high risk pregnancy. You're in California where there's a lot of people, a lot of
Yes.
attractive people, but getting a first or second date is cool, but you don't want to be a lifelong side chick,
Right.
to where you have sex a couple, 3 times and then you're out of there.
Right.
But you're going to have to do some proactive work, meaning, let's say if you did it the way I just said, let's say you made this phone call and you had been in with a counselor working with somebody for 6 months, 8 months. You could at least say, well, yeah, I had a track record of dating bad boys. You could have just been direct instead of
Okay.
saying I didn't make the best choice or whatever, and then rely on my professional empathic belief. I had to kind of pull that out of you.
Right.
But when you're actually doing the work, say, yeah, I had a history of dating real losers and jerks, but that's because I was dealing with some so-and-so and so-and-so. But I've actually been working with a therapist and I'm getting that taken care of. That's at least a little bit more proactive. And here's the
Gotcha.
thing. What's the downside of doing that, even if you never find this dream guy?
Okay.
What's the downside of actually getting your head together and living a happier life?
That's right. Yeah, there's no downside at all.
Right. And the last thing I'll leave you with is you attract what you are. So you
Okay.
want, maybe you got it on the outside, you feel great, but on the inside, maybe you felt like that's what you deserve. I'm not a licensed clinical professional. So I'm going to leave it at that level, but it's always good to do that work. And then after that, after you start doing that, then start getting out. Do you actively socialize?
Not right now, actually.
Or prior to COVID, did you actively socialize?
I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I was probably 2 or 3 on
All
the
right.
social
Well,
scale.
Sally, guess what? No guy goes, hello, who is it? Husband. That's not how it happens, boo.
Okay.
You got to get up. You got to be, if you want to get picked, you got to be on the shelf.
Okay.
Well, the therapist is always good. And then I always recommend women working with image consultants and matchmakers. If you're an average looking woman, as an image consultant, I would tell you average looking women can win if you actually present yourself in a better way. And then a matchmaker, go ahead and book in that. So therapist, image
Yeah.
consultant, matchmaker. That sounds like a woman
Okay.
who's serious about getting something done, not just sitting home Netflix and chilling and going and pull out the rabbit or the bullet and taking care of it herself. Yeah, I went there. I said it. Bye, Sally.
Bye. Thank you.
All right. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Da, 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 da. How many times you guys heard me talk about the antisocial leanings? Antisocial personality types exist, but we have far too many of them to do anything, to build anything with. So yeah, eventually, if you want to build anything with somebody, you're going to have to stop the fighting. Stop the warring. People are going to have to follow. Yep. In order for men to build a building, somebody has to be the foreman. Everyone can't take this tent, like that silly stuff that one was talking about the other day. Everyone has their turn to lead. Go watch Bear Grylls, The Island, and watch what happened when the men's island versus the women's island. The men's island, soon as they landed, they elected a leader inside the first hour. The women's island, they were still doing this lead by committee stuff 5.5 weeks into it. By the time Bear Grylls showed back up, the men had damn near invented the computer. The women had just discovered fire. Those women would have died. You can see where they planted stuff around that island. Animals don't just lay in the ground like this for you to come up and nab them. You too old to be acting like this, ladies. Y'all ain't getting off that easy. I mean, I'm started up with my brothers. We the head. But I'm going, oh no, it's your turn too. You too old to be acting like this, sis. You in your mid-30s, unmarried, no children. You have run your life into a ditch. Oh, that's right, because you fine and you single you single by choice. That's right. I forgot David Johnson. That's right. My bad. See, David Johnson, they are over 30, fine, single AF, but it's by choice, right? Well, this is what you do, sis. Damn with all us shiftless, not leading, no resources, beta dusty male behind everybody. Because we're all trash, David. We're all trash, right? Be smooth. We're all filled. We ain't worth nothing. We can't tell you nothing, sis. You are better than your reflection. That's right. But what you do is you tell your young sisters how to get a husband since you single by choice. Because you obviously can do it. And we're not worth listening to. So you tell them how to not be you. If they choose not to be now. If they choose not to be. Because I got to be honest. You got to be honest. What young woman, what 19, 20, 21-year-old woman that hears women 35 plus on my phone on these shows, what woman would not want to grow up to be like that? What woman wouldn't want to grow up to be like that? You know what I mean?
You're 32 and now you're ready because the bad boys finally ran you into a wall. But let's be honest, you weren't ready when good men wanted you. You weren't ready when your value was higher. You weren't ready when you had time. You were ready for excitement, drama, chaos, and surface level attraction. Now you're suddenly ready because the consequences showed up. That's not readiness, that's desperation disguised as clarity. You spent your best years entertaining men who never planned to keep you, and now you want a responsible, stable, high-quality man to clean up after your choices. Men who build don't want to fix what the streets broke.